U.S. dairy is, the vision is that U.S. dairy is an environmental solution, and that by 2050, U.S. dairy collectively, meaning at the field, at the dairy farm, and at the processor level, will achieve greenhouse gas neutrality, optimize water use, and improve water quality. And there are two strategies to address this, to achieve these goals. And at the processor level, we have organized through the Innovation Center a processor working group that has representation from 30 different companies, and they convene regularly to look at greenhouse gas emissions, at circularity, and at water at the processor level. And then at the field and farm level, we have the U.S. Dairy Net Zero Initiative. And this is a collaboration across the industry to focus on advancing research, doing some on-farm pilots, and new market development and other ways to address the barriers, so that we're creating a pathway for the entire industry and farms of all sizes to contribute in the best way that they can toward achieving these collective industry goals. And since we're focusing on methane today, we know that about 2/3 of the footprint on U.S. dairy farms is methane from enteric and manure management. And there are a number of practices that can be employed across the farm to address methane. And I know Sarah and Senna have covered several of them in their presentations. So I'm going to focus on the methane strategy that the U.S. We have focused on here in U.S. dairy, enabling adoption, scaling impact, and increasing solutions, all with a focus on leading for action, prioritizing efforts that directly reduce or mitigate methane emissions. We believe that there are ways that we can better enable adoption of practices that exist today. So developing those market-based incentives, eliminating barriers, and de-risking, and finding ways that can accelerate implementation across dairy farms. Scaling impact, catalyzing that adoption of known solutions that reduce and mitigate methane emissions on farm. So not only do we need to enable and make it easier for farms to adopt these practices, but also how can we take them to scale across U.S. dairy's very diverse industry. And then feeding the pipeline through technology and innovation to increase the solutions that are available to dairy farmers and bring them to commercial availability that in these tools that are effective and economically viable for use on farm. We believe that all of these actions are going to be achieved through collaboration. So we need to engage and partner across the value chain and across sectors to achieve this collective progress on our shared goals for U.S. dairy. And all of this action will help to reinforce and demonstrate dairy's important role in sustainable food systems. We've launched with several partners, launched just last year what we're calling the Greener Cattle Initiative. And this is in partnership with the Foundation for Food and Agriculture Research, as well as several other up to 10 partners that we've partnered with. Nearly $5 million is generated through this partnership, be applied over a 5-year program. And the intention is to spur the development of commercially viable technologies that can reduce methane emissions.